You're not lazy, you're exhausted, but your brain, it just won't stop chasing productivity. You wake up tired, you somehow still feel guilty about just trying to rest. हम लोगों को ना रेस्ट इतना इजीली समझ नहीं आता है. हम emails चेक करते हैं just before we even brushed our teeth. We say yes when our guts are trying and shouting to say no. And we collapse into bed just the minute we reach at it because we're constantly doing a lot more than what our body wants to do. We constantly think ki yaar, why am I feeling like this? Why am I so tired? I had an 8-hour sleep and I'm still tired. What does it mean? Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just burnt out. And today, I'll talk to you about how to reclaim the control of your life, not with a week-long vacation, but to what to do every single day with small science-backed shifts that can actually shift your day and your weeks. So let's get started. See, here's the thing that nobody is telling you. Burnout isn't just physical tiredness, it's emotional depletion, it's your cortisol chasing, and it's a sign that your nervous system has been in a survival mode for a very long period. Cortisol is your body's stress hormone. It is meant to help you run if there's a lion. But today, your brain can't tell the difference between a lion and a deadline. So, what happens is you stay alert, you overthink, and you can't rest, even when you're just lying in your bed. Let me know, does this sound a little familiar? You scroll, you binge, you numb out, and you're still just restless. Why? Because your body isn't wired for peace anymore, it's wired for panic. So let's learn how to reset our nervous system. And here I would want you to do this activity with me. I just need 30 seconds of yours, and I want you to place one of your hand on your heart and one on your belly. And I want you to sit back, sit straight. Close your eyes if you can and take a long deep breath. And we hold. We do 4 counts and we hold. So we close our eyes and we count, and while we inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you exhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you repeat this. You first do it 4 times, then your count changes to 6. And you tell yourself that, listen, heart, I am safe. I am allowed to pause. And again, take a deep breath, you hold, and you slowly exhale that, you know what? It's not fluff, it's not bullshit. This is me trying to regulate my nervous system. This is how you tell your brain that, listen, you're not in danger anymore. You do not need retreat, you just need to reset. Our nervous system can get panicked for even small, tiny little triggers. For example, if you come from a family where there is a lot of shouting, where there's a lot of anger, there are very high chances that your mind and your brain does not feel relaxed at most times. It is up to us to decide how to relax it and when to relax it. हमें ना बचपन में ये चीज़ें सिखाई नहीं जाती. हमें बचपन में नहीं बताया जाता कि अगर आप थोड़ा सा अपने साथ टाइम स्पेंड करोगे या अपनी ब्रीदिंग पे फोकस करोगे तो आप रिलैक्स हो पाओगे. हमें नहीं बताया जाता कि अगर कोई घर पे चीख रहा है पर आप उससे इम्पैक्ट हो रहे हो तो उस टाइम आपको अपने आप को रिलैक्स करना ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है. हमेशा ना नोटिस करना, सारा जो अटेंशन होता है वो किसी एंग्री इंसान पे जाता है, बट उसका इम्पैक्ट हर एक इंसान, हर एक फैमिली मेम्बर को होता है. सिमिलरली अगर आप एक जॉब रोल में हो जहाँ पे आपका मैनेजर बहुत टॉक्सिक है, जहाँ पे वो चीखता है, वो चिल्लाता है या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा मैनिपुलेशन होती है, दैट मीन्स आपका ब्रेन कॉन्स्टेंटली एक अवेयर जोन पे बैठा है, एक अलार्म क्लॉक के साथ बैठा है कि यार कभी भी कुछ होगा और हमें भागना पड़ेगा, हमें फाइट या फ्लाइट मोड पे आना पड़ेगा. तो इसी चीज़ को थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स करने के लिए हम या तो ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज करते हैं या फिर हम थोड़ी सी ग्राउंडिंग करते हैं जिससे हमारा नर्वस सिस्टम थोड़ा सा रेस्ट कर ले. बट ये चीज़ें ना बहुत छोटी छोटी होती है, पर इनको जब आप डेली करोगे तो ये पावरफुल हो जाती हैं. अब लेट्स टॉक अबाउट 3 टॉक्सिक पैटर्न्स जो हम सबके अंदर होते हैं, बट ये होते हैं जो बर्नआउट को एक्चुअली लेकर आते हैं. Number 1, you've tied your self-worth to productivity. So if you're not achieving enough, that means you're not enough as a person. मतलब अगर मैंने अपनी चेकलिस्ट में से पहले की 5 चीज़ें ही चेक करी हैं और एंड की 3 चीज़ें छोड़ दी हैं, that means I did not do anything in my day to day. Whereas if I have completed my entire to-do list, I've achieved something, I've done something, I can feel good about myself. A lot of times हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी हमारे सेल्फ वर्थ बताता है, हमारी सैलरी हमारा सेल्फ वर्थ बताता है, हम जितना कर सकते हैं एक दिन में, जितना काम कर सकते हैं, वो हमारा सेल्फ वर्थ बताता है. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली ह्यूमन्स वर नॉट जस्ट मेड टू वर्क, इवन दो दैट इज़ वॉट पीपल थिंक दीज डेज. बट हम पैदा सिर्फ काम करने के लिए तो नहीं हुए थे. Of course, we are living in a world where we have to do the work because we want to earn money. But that's just one part of our life. Wheel of life में 8 phases होते हैं. Work is just one part. So your self-worth cannot be tied to one part, which is productivity. Because when you do that, even resting feels guilt. Number 2, the savior complex. You say yes when you mean no. इसका मतलब क्या है कि पूरी दुनिया में जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, जितनी भी चीज़ें हो रही हैं, उन सब के लिए आपको कुछ ना कुछ सॉल्व करने का मन है. अगर किसी सिचुएशन में कोई आपको बहुत फोर्स करता है, आपसे थोड़ा सा बोलता है कि यार कैन यू प्लीज डू दिस फॉर मी, इवन व्हेन यू नो दैट इट कैन इम्पैक्ट यू, यू विल एंड अप सेइंग यस. Because you carry everyone's emotion and you feel that I cannot offend anybody in this world, everybody has to be happy with me, everybody has to like me. And even if nobody is checking on you, if nobody is even seeing that, hey, how are you, how are things, are you okay, are you not okay, you would still be the person doing that for everybody else. So this hero concept, the savior concept that everybody in the world needs to be saved and you are the hero for it, that no longer works. All of us are responsible people. All of us are supposed to be adults who can handle our things on our own. We do not need to depend on another adult for it. And another adult should not depend on us to give them more things. You don't have to be a hero in somebody else's life. You just have to be a hero in your life. That's it. That's more than enough to be. Number 3, the panic and the peace loop. You only rest when your body forces you to. And then you feel guilty and the cycle restarts. For example, जब हम बीमार हो गए, अगर आप बीमार हो गए या फिर अगर आप हॉस्पिटल के बेड पे आ गए या फिर आपको वायरल हो गया, all of these things force you to just take a rest, take that pill, just sleep for a while, and at that time you start feeling guilty. But you know what, here's the truth, you're not lazy, you're just confused, you're just confusing stillness with danger, you're just confusing that okay, I don't know what to do. And you feel that is scary, which, my friend, will not work in the longer run. Because for so long, you only paused when things broke down. So I want you to ask yourself, what does rest feel like to you right now? Is it guilt? Is it shame? Is it permission? What is it? Write it down. That is your starting point of understanding how your body can actually come to a place where it can easily rest. Burnout isn't just about overworking. It's also about under-boundaried living. So let me give you just 3 small steps that will help you to get out of burnout. It's a small cheat sheet. This is something that me and my clients use regularly and it helps. Okay? List number 1, we call it what I no longer do. So we make a list which says meetings that you can skip, people that you don't rescue, tasks that you delegate. This is everything that was on your plate but you are no longer going to do them because either they take up too much time or they do not feel emotionally right to you or they are not aligned for the kind of task you're supposed to do. Okay. Step number 2, my protected energy slots. So we build 1 hour every day that is untouchable. When I say untouchable, that means no calls, no screens, no people. This 1 hour is yours. So it's not the time that you will Netflix, it's not the time that you will chat, it's not the time that you will call a friend and check on them. It's a time where you do nothing. It's your energy slot. So anything that connects you with a different person at this time will not be allowed. Step number 3, delay templates. What I mean by this is you build templates that you can use when you want to say no to people, but you're just not sure how to say it. For example, when somebody has given me a task or wants me to help them, I'll just say, hey, I'd love to help, but I'm fully booked this week. I do not have space in my calendar. Can we revisit this next Monday? So you don't have to explain anything. You just have to delay the fact that this task cannot happen right now. Depends on the kind of work you do, depends on the kind of help somebody asks you, but it's always easy when you have like a ready-made template that यार अभी नहीं हो पाएगा, थोड़ा टाइम दो, कर लेंगे तब. या फिर इस वीक थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, let's try next week, let's try and visit next week Tuesday. This gives you a little space, a little breather, and you are not being a bad person by just saying no, right? You're not saying no here, you're just asking for time, which if somebody really wants your help, will also give it to you. But building these templates will always feel a lot more empowering. All you need to do is just protect your peace. Boundaries aren't rude, they're responsible. They make sure that you're not showing up empty. So, if you felt that you've been seen today, if your brain whispered, yeah, this is me, this is what I do, I want you to know that you do not need to earn rest. You deserve it because you just exist. Start small, start now. Like this video if it felt relatable. Share it with somebody who you think needs a reminder like this. And comment down below which pattern I'd be ready to break. I post videos like these every week, so come back next time to see another video backed by a psychologist. I've got you.